I'm Dana Hemenway. I'm from San Francisco, California, and I work in sculpture, installation, and sometimes video. The past 7 years, I've been making work that thinks about context and display, mostly museological or gallery settings, but also any kind of context where display comes into the picture as a way to think about value and kind of the hierarchy when we look at something. So things that kind of become completely habituated into the site versus something that you immediately notice. Prior to graduate school, I worked in the art nonprofit world. I worked for a municipal gallery in San Francisco. Every time you install a show, there's all these little moments where these vignettes, these things that happen, materials leaning against a wall, a row of perfectly placed nails, whatever it might be, and then you kind of take a photo of it or document it or think about it, and then somehow it later kind of comes back into the work. So I think that was one of the main ways that I started thinking about that. Not wanting to be overtly political in my work, but have political undertones. So what does it mean to look at the thing that people don't look at? And primarily, I'm engaged in the art world, so I'm doing it with the language of the art world. So I borrowed mounts from the Oakland Museum in Oakland, California, and found all of these amazing shapes. I have no idea what they originally supported, and that's one thing that's really exciting for me because they created these kind of line drawings that have an origin that I couldn't control. There's a sense of chance there. But oftentimes it will be like a stick and then two arms that maybe hold up a vase or other strange objects that I have no idea what they did. I started this project before I came to the Bemis, and I was really struggling with it because I liked the mounts, the original object I was working with, and I liked the casts, but I couldn't figure out how to display them. And I ended up choosing these kind of industrial shelving systems that are sometimes called like boltless shelving units. And I liked the idea that the mounts would now be stored, or in this case, displayed on these shelves. And then on a lower shelf, I displayed all the molds that I used to cast the original museum object mounts. I wanted there to be this sense that you could see that there was a process that was involved in making them, and I'm still not entirely sure why, but I think it has something to do with maybe making it that transformation of making it into an art object. I want that process to be transparent to the viewer.